Hey everyone, welcome back. You guys sent in some really interesting stuff about AI changing the customer support game, and it's definitely something we're all experiencing, right? I mean, who hasn't had to navigate those chatbot things? So let's dive into this and see what's really going on.
Yeah, it's funny how those basic chatbots went from kind of a novelty to like almost annoying, right? Like you just want to talk to a real person half the time.
Hmm.
But things are changing fast.
Yeah, and one article here is calling it a revolution.
Yeah.
Kind of dramatic, but are they right?
I mean, it depends how you see it. In the beginning, these virtual agents were pretty basic. Like you said, just a set of rules, kind of like a really limited choose your own adventure. But now it's different. Now we're talking about AI that can actually learn and adapt.
Okay, so less like press one for billing and more like
Yeah.
it actually understands what you're asking, even if you don't say it perfectly.
Exactly. And it can respond in a way that honestly can be pretty darn close to talking to a human, thanks to this whole generative AI thing.
Yeah, that generative AI keeps coming up. Mind giving us the non-engineer explanation of what that actually means.
Sure. So think of it this way. Instead of just spitting out canned responses, generative AI can create something new, something original on the fly. It's taking what it knows, understanding what you're asking, and bam, it generates a response that makes sense in that specific context.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive and kind of scary at the same time. But on a practical level, how's this actually changing things for, the average person calling in about their internet bill or whatever?
Yeah. Well, one article cited a study saying AI could handle up to 80% of customer inquiries. And the reason for that is when you think about it, a lot of those inquiries are pretty standard, right? What's my balance? What are your hours? My package hasn't arrived. What do I do?
Well, all the stuff that makes you want to bang your head against the wall when you're stuck on hold for an hour. Yeah, I get that. Free up the humans.
Exactly. And that's the key here. This isn't about replacing human interaction entirely. It's about letting AI handle the heavy lifting, the routine stuff. That frees up human agents to deal with more complex problems, the edge cases, where you really need that human touch, that empathy, that problem-solving ability. It's like you wouldn't want a robot trying to de-escalate a situation with a really upset customer, right?
No, definitely not. Some things still need a human touch. But this AI thing could be really helpful for those situations where you just need a quick answer. No more getting stuck in phone tree purgatory for half an hour.
So is everyone jumping on this AI bandwagon then? What about industries where maybe speed isn't everything?
That's a really important point. The articles definitely touched on that. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. You're right, some industries are moving a bit more cautiously, and for good reason. Like, think about healthcare or finance. Those are areas where accuracy and security are absolutely crucial. You're dealing with people's lives, their finances.
Right, you can't have AI giving out the wrong medical advice or messing with someone's retirement fund.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So while these industries see the potential of AI for streamlining processes and even improving services, they also have to be incredibly careful about how they implement it. There's a lot more at stake. It's about finding that balance between pushing the boundaries of what's possible while also making sure everything is buttoned up tight on the regulatory and ethical front.
Makes sense. Now, before we wrap this up, there was one more term that I kept seeing that I thought we could unpack a bit. Caching, it sounds a bit like something you do on a hike, but I have a feeling it's a little different in the AI world, right?
Right, yeah. Not quite granola bars and trail mix. So caching in AI is basically the system's way of remembering. It's like its own little memory bank. Whenever the AI encounters new information, especially during interactions, it stores that away. So the next time a similar question pops up, bam, it can access that cached information instantly. It's all about speed and consistency.
So it's like the AI equivalent of me frantically searching my browser history, trying to find that website I know I visited but can't remember the name of. Except hopefully the AI is a bit more organized than my brain, right?
Just something like that. Think about what this means from the customer's perspective, though. It means faster answers, more accurate answers, and potentially a much smoother overall experience. No more getting passed around from agent to agent because the first one can't find the right information.
No more hold music. That right there is the dream. This has been a really interesting deep dive. Thanks for breaking it all down.
Absolutely. And it's really interesting to think about? As AI gets even more sophisticated in this area, what does it mean for the people actually working in customer support? What skills will they need? It's going to be fascinating to watch it all unfold.
Yeah, good point to end on. Lots to ponder. Thanks again, and to everyone listening, thanks for the great article suggestions. Keep them coming, and we'll see you next time.